Hey everyone, Harley here at Peace Fans. Today I'm excited to debut for you the actual final prototype of our full camper for the ID Buzz. We've been working on this for months. There are going to be a few very small design tweaks to what I'm showing you today, but really for all intents and purposes, this is the final version of the full camper. So let's go through a really quick walkthrough. We'll have follow-up videos for deep dives on each individual feature. But you'll notice first I'm sitting in a swivel seat, so lots of room here, hang out, rest, recline. You've got two very deep storage drawers here to store your pots, pans, pantry, other things. Over here you have your cooktop. So this slides open and you have a really strong work surface area here where you can sort of prep stuff, and then you have your one burner stove here. And that is tied into a battery, so no alternative fuel source in this van. And the battery is sitting in a little bump out under here. You'll have 110 power, you'll have power for all the features in the van. So you've got your cooktop, and then over here you have your fridge. It's about a 30-liter fridge, and it's a drop-in fridge, so I see some beers and water cooling right there right now. I'll leave those in there. So really convenient. You can access that from the inside or the outside. We're here for a very deep sink, and we went for a deep sink, A, to give you a lot of functionality with the sink, but B, you can actually store stuff in the sink, and we're going to have a separate module where you can store flatware, plates, and in the sink and pull it out in one thing. Stay tuned for that. You'll notice this recesses back down into the sink, and so this becomes flush mount. And then this actually pivots out, and I'll show you as we get to the side. But one of the number one features we get asked for is, hey, I want to rinse off my dog's paws or my boots. And then coming around here, this is a table, and when this is folded up, this table flips out. So when this seat's in kind of like sitting mode, you have a table to work at. Going back to that corner, you have some very deep both this way and that way cubbies for your personal items, personal clothes, etc. And then a flush surface back there for nighttime, keeping stuff on there, your earplugs, your phone, your books. And we will have an optional cabinet that can be installed on top of that. We'll block out that window, but give you a little bit of extra storage. And then coming into the main sitting area, what you see, first of all, are two giant drawers here. This is where you can put your pillows, your blankets, all your bedding. And there's actually room for even more stuff in the second drawer. And then the seat. So as you know, if you've read our literature, this is not a seat with seat belts. Important to note, this van is a two-seater. But we spent a ton of time engineering a seat with a lot of really fun functionality. First and foremost, you'll notice both sides operate independently. So right now, this side is in sleep mode, so it's like a single bed. When you pull out the second side and you make that, it's slightly larger than a twin bed, and it's pretty roomy. It actually feels really comfortable to sleep on. The seat does go into 3 different positions, so sort of a lounge mode, a sleep mode, and this mode is just kind of like, I'm just hanging out here talking to my partner. You can pull this table out like I showed before, play some cards. If this seat is up, this table flips out. And there's tons of room in here for all sorts of things. Josie, we'll see if Josie comes into the frame or not. But tons of room for a porta potty, for a dog, for all sorts of other things. So let me take you around the back of the van and show you some of my favorite features in the back of the van. So come around to the back here. Not only do you have a lot of comfy pillows, but you actually have 2 big drawers here that come out. And then you have the ability to actually, if the seat's in the right position, I'm going to be careful not to hit my head, but to kind of lounge back here. Watch the sunset, get that iconic canonical van life shot of looking out the back of your van with the sun setting. Maybe you're tying your shoes or getting some gear off, but a really comfortable place to sit in the back of the van. And then don't forget these 2 big drawers, and then these cubbies where you can store your camping chairs, your table, other items that might get really dirty and you don't necessarily want in the van. And then if you come around to the second slider door, which, if you're coming from the VW world, you'll know, like, 2 slider doors is like, oh my God, that's anathema. I don't like that. But having built vans on 2 slider doors in the Metris for 4 or 5 years now, we love the dual slider doors, and there's a ton of functionality that you can gather. First, you have a flip out table here. This table flips up. The final design is going to be a little bit smaller and not as high up, but we call this the charcuterie table. See lots of photos of people with their wine and cheese there. You have a little access to the storage cubby over here. And then, like I said before, you have the sink, and you can sort of access the water here, hose off your feet. Where's my dog? Josie! Josie, oh my goodness. Josie just had some surgery, and that's why she's wearing this shirt. But I could hose off her paws, oh, good girl, and do all sorts of other things with this sink. So those are the key features of the full camper from Peace Vans for the ID Buzz. Put so much thought and care and experience into this product. We hope you're excited as we are. Order them soon. We're going to have very limited availability. The queue is already getting long. So we hope to hear from you soon. Hope you get an ID Buzz and you either bring it to us to convert or you purchase one of the vans that we have available to pick up as a full finished product. Thanks very much, everyone. Hope to hear from you soon. Stay tuned for more videos soon.